Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the show. DJ Wonder Chrissy here today because let me get my camera set up here, guys. Where are we? We are out of camera's view. There we go. Got some different music for you today, too. We're going to talk about the migrants and what's going on with inflation. This way. There it is. We got the Kimmy's here for making it rain. She's making it rain here in Chicago. Let's wait for a few people to join in. We'll get the stream going. This is Land Cruiser Midwest Migrant Mayhem, folks. Like, share, and subscribe. Got a good show for you today. Good show. And I am, today I'm DJ Wonder Chrissy, right? Got my DJ Wonder Chrissy hat on. Morty's taking the day off. He let me sit in for him, and we're going to talk about money. The thing that makes the world go around, folks, is money. So let me bring the music down, and we will start the show. Okay, so there you have it. Making it rain. Kimmy's making it rain for you guys. Hope you're having a good day. It is 30th of December. We're getting down to the last few days of the year, 2023, and we're looking for 2024 to be another year. I think that's about all it's going to be. Financially, I think people are going to be worse off again in 2024. I hate to bring you guys bad news, and I'll explain why I think that's so. If not, comment down below why you think 2024 is going to be your top-notch year. From what I'm seeing, it's not going to start out very well. So let's play one video with the migrants here. Let me cue that up for you. A quick update as all the suburbs around here are setting out and doing their ordinances. I mean, it's like wildfire. It really is. So let's get this one queued up here for you. We have CBS News with a report and some comments from Alderman Brian Hopkins. I think he's like the north side, the rich area, Gold Coast, Lincoln Park, I think might be his district. So let's cue this one up and let you guys listen to what he's got to say.
50 miles west of Chicago is the latest suburb to pass an ordinance regarding migrant buses. Earlier this month, the bus showed up unannounced. The village says that incident used up all of its police resources at the time. The new ordinance requires prior approval and 5 days notice. It also requires background checks for passengers over 18 and only allows
background checks. Give me a break. Give me a laugh. Our government can't even do background checks on these people. They're coming from 170 different countries. We don't have data on these people. At this point, they're just people. What they tell us, you got to believe. And if you do a background check in any of the systems that the FBI, Homeland Security has, it's going to come back zero, zilch, nada.
One bus per operator per day. There's a $750 fine if the rules aren't followed. Mexican immigration officials have started clearing tents along the Rio Grande River.
Look at the crowds. They're heading north. And they're heading towards a town near you folks. Believe me, the buses are rolling now.
It began as U.S. officials met with Mexico's president to discuss the border crisis. They say they are working with Mexico to limit the number of people trying to come in. Today, Chicago Alderman Brian Hopkins talked about how this issue is affecting the city of Chicago.
Now here we're going to get a different side of the coin, okay? You're hearing Brandon Johnson, the mayor, the progressive mayor of the city of Chicago, he's asking for money and everything. But just listen to Brian Hopkins. He's a straight shooter. He's a Democrat, but he's going to give you the true story. And the lady here, I think she's CNN reporter, is kind of awestruck by what he's got to say. She thought that things weren't really that bad, and he's going to tell her, no, things are really bad in Chicago, and I have a tendency to agree.
We're seeing communities destabilized. We're seeing an influx of new residents who simply don't have a place to reside. The impact of the local shelters is having a detrimental effect on the quality of life for local residents. We're seeing crime go up, property values go down. It's creating a political crisis as well as stress between communities, and it's simply unsustainable.
Hopkins' comments come a day after Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and others made a joint plea for more help from the federal government. Hopkins says that is imperative.
So there you have it. Let's talk more about his plea and Brandon's plea for more money. Be careful, folks. Be careful what you wish for. Remember that pandemic, that time a couple of years ago where New York City or New York State and Illinois and California each got $40 billion. That's what's a B. Folks, I'm here to tell you that $40 billion that we got was a big source of inflation in the United States shortly after. I think usually when you see money drops like that, it takes 12 to 18 months per the economist to actually hit your economy. So what we have now is Brandon Johnson, Eric Adams, and the Denver guy. California doesn't seem to be looking for any money, which kind of seems odd to me. But anyway, they're looking for billions of dollars. I think in total they're looking for maybe $5. I'm sure by the time, if the government even entertains any of their requests, that figure will go up drastically. So say the government does what these mayors want. They're going to dump them billions of dollars, which are then going to flow into your local economy and start hyperinflation, if not just inflation in general. You're going to see the inflation rate go back up to 16, 17, 20%, right? If not more, because all that money's got to be spent, right? And potentially wasted, right? We see New York City, they're throwing away food left and right. That food is being paid for by people, you the taxpayer, and is spoiling. So everybody's got their hand in the pot, and this type of chaos, the migrant mayhem, so be it, is a prime opportunity for, taking some money for yourself. There's people scraping off the top of the pot here and there. Money is going to be flowing if the government gives Brandon and Eric Adams some money like they want. And because here's the other part, while you're going to have inflation. In order for the government to give these people this money, chances are it has to be printed, right? The Fed is going to have to print it. When I say print it, they don't actually print it. It's just digits on a screen at this point. So the federal government would create that cash, that currency, those billions of dollars in their little magical system and send it over to Chicago. When they do that, it destructs everybody's buying power. We talked last time we did a video, I think it was yesterday or day before, talked about the buying power of this green stuff, right? This green stuff, 98% of the buying power of this has already been destroyed. We only have 2% of it left. As our federal government prints more money, it destroys the buying power of that green stuff even more and more. It adds to the national debt, right? I think it's at 34 trillion now. That's with a T, folks. Trillion. 34 trillion. The interest alone on that right now is costing us, the taxpayers and the federal government, $1 trillion a year. We are paying $1 trillion in interest at this interest rate. And it is unsustainable. You can't keep this up. We can't keep this up. Interest alone is costing us right now more than our Pentagon budget. Figure that one out. That's not a good situation either. So as we print and the Fed prints more money, and as we just start handing money out, right? Socialism, let me say that. As we hand out more money through these socialistic programs, which taking care of migrants is very socialistic, folks. It adds to our international national debt, and it's got to get paid for somehow. It just doesn't go away. And as I told you guys before, this is what you need to focus on. Focus on assets. Assets, precious metals are what you need to focus on, because the good guys, maybe, or I call them the bad guys, but whoever you think is taking care of this stuff is basically destroying it. Won't be long now, folks. As I said in the last video, you'll be wiping parts of your body with this stuff. It'll be worthless. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. What happened in Venezuela is going to be happening here in the United States, and I find it kind of humorous that all the people from Venezuela are coming to the United States so they can watch us destroy the rest of our dollar. I mean, they're going to be here to watch. They watched it happen in their country. They're going to come to the United States. They're going to watch it happen here. Guaranteed, folks. Guaranteed. So, as I said, you know, what you vote for, what you wish for, be careful. Be careful. The voters of the city of Chicago, they voted in Brandon Johnson by 5 percentage points the last election. And look how that happened, or look at how that's turned out for them. Money's running, as I've told you, I've been waiting for someone in the city of Chicago to fess up that money is running out, because fiscally, Chicago is run very, very poorly. Chicago has less revenue streams than they used to have. Another video we talked about how they sold off the Chicago Skyway and the revenue to that. They sold off pretty much their streets downtown and in the neighborhoods where there's parking meters to, I guess, the people of Dubai. I think Dubai owns it now. So there's no parking meter revenue stream anymore for the city of Chicago. And actually, the city of Chicago owes the parking meter company at least $31 million on an annual basis for all the parking spots that they block for construction and parties and festivals and who knows what. So Chicago's in a tight bind. Chicago's in a tight bind, and you're going to see things happen in Chicago as we start rolling into 2024 that you've never seen before. You're going to see it. It's going to be hard to see. They're not going to tell you about this, but you're just going to see it happen. You're going to see things go unattended. You're going to see a lot of money. Maybe the DNC, the fact that the DNC is coming to town may save us a little bit. Maybe Joey will put a little extra package in there for us that no one will see. But minus that, Chicago's in a financial pickle. So there you go. I'm going to end today. Hate to bring you all the bad news about Chicago and their financial problems, but just thought I would let you know that. Be careful what you ask for, because hyperinflation could be around the corner, folks. Doesn't take much to kick that inflation back into gear, and that's what happened in Venezuela. Hyperinflation took off, and it was all over. So be careful, folks. Be careful. We don't have a revenue problem. It's a spending problem that we have here in the United States. And here in the land of liberals. Used to be called the land of Lincoln. Now I refer to it as the land of liberals. Hyperinflation's on its way, folks. Sorry to tell you, but DJ Wonder Chrissy over and out. Like, share, and subscribe if you would. Migrant Mayhem, we'll probably see, maybe we'll see it tomorrow. I don't know, but the migrants, the buses are rolling into Chicago and no one's stopping them. Over and out, DJ Wonder Chrissy.